She looks out the window to helicopter seeds spinning away from maple trees, and later fills her pockets with delicate creations of spiderweb veins flowing out like dust from dark pink centers. Seeds on the bottom give just enough weight for breezes to carry them away from their mothers, and she wonders why she hadn't noticed these as a child. But back then she was little and running with her brothers, or away from her brothers, and around the cul-de-sac where children played and balls rolled through fences to damp patches of weeds, smelling of decaying insects and ancient dirt. Or she busied herself by the creek where poison ivy grew thick, and she knew it was summer when her first stinging blisters appeared. She grabbed hanging vines and swung out, forgetting her brother's relentless teasing, and sometimes slid off into tiny green sprouts that grew to brambling vines, curving like snakes through the woods. And once when the creek burst its banks, she went down with her sister and neighbor, and her mother yelled and was frightened because they could have been swept away, so she didn't tell her mother that she slipped from the neighbor's hand, but he managed to grab it. And she still likes to pretend that seedlings growing between thick trees would have caught her, but the heavy pit in her stomach tells her otherwise. After the flood, tadpoles turned to frogs in leftover puddles, and she collected them in jars, like lightning bugs and slugs and cocoons of future moths. At night they disappeared, and she thought they had magical powers and tried to stay awake, but always fell asleep, never knowing her mother released them so they wouldn't die in captivity. So she carried the mouse she caught near her house in her lunchbox and fed it cheese, and walked down the street with her friends, passing drainage pipes, where she crawled with her brothers through damp cement cylinders to that place by the creek where the rope swing rested. But she never noticed the helicopter seeds traveling away from the shade of their mothers, where breezes carried them to sun-drenched soil to create pink spinning children of their own.